Right, let's give it up for Brother Davis.
All right, give it up for Brother Davis, man. That's some strong words, and that is truth. Economics is where we can bust them dead in. So yeah, so let's work, work to get that economic thing moving amongst us, man, and get our strength up. We already know we're strong, but we got to get economically strong. So look, we got another speaker that's going to speak to the family. Coming to the microphone, and we're going to call Brother Winchester Hopkins. Our brother Shaw let me know that he helped organize out in West Virginia, helped feed a lot of people, same type of unity they here. Brother Winchester. Y'all put your hands together for Brother Winchester Hopkins, y'all.
Hello, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I drove a few hours to get to you guys today just to, I want to get you guys a better understanding of money as much as I can, but I have some information over there that if you need to sit down, and what I do is I help people build wealth. More emphasis on, my people, because we are the ones that need it. Just to give you, everybody talked about wealth, everybody talked about building a communities. One thing that we have to start realizing, we have to start complaining about different things. I've met with a group of young ladies not too long ago. For all the young ladies out here who get your hair done, your nails done, that we go to these Korean shops, I just want to place y'all with an idea. A lot of y'all may have kids, and you may have 3 or 4 friends that you hang around with. When you get that tax money, don't go and waste that tax money on getting Michael Kors shoes and whatever pocketbooks that you get Coach, because when you look at the statistics, I've been studying money and economics for a long time amongst our community. The dollar only lasts 6 hours in our community. 6. So as soon as we get a dollar, we spend it outside of our community. We can't hold strength like that. Okay, we can't build wealth like that. We can't create generational wealth like that if we're getting our money and we're giving it to another nationality, and they're building on our money that we're giving them. And the one brother, I think, I don't know if his name was Brother Davis, but they look at the black man and the black woman as a business. We are a business to them because we are the #1 race here. We're the brokest race, but we spend the most. We do have buying power. So just wanted to get you acclimated on spending money and where your money goes, because if we're not passing down generational wealth, we're going to die out. The black man is becoming obsolete. We're getting killed by police everywhere. It's all type of racism all through America, and even all over the world as we know it. So just wanted to give you, I'm a financial advisor. I just got a youth center. I'm trying to develop the youth entrepreneurs. I don't want to create NFL players and NBA players, because that's nothing but a plantation to me, because we're still making them money. I want to create owners of the NFL. I want to create owners of a team. I want those kids who they don't want to run up and down somebody's field and still be a slave. And young black men, you have to make sure you remember, if you're out here in the streets, as of right now, if you look back into slavery, there's more black men locked up than there was in slavery. So you guys are a business too. It's all a business. It's all slavery. If you look at the 13th Amendment, it'll tell you. Okay? So just to get into a little bit about finance, financial security is not a dream, it's a priority. Okay? It's definitely a priority, because without money, none of y'all will have clothes on your back, shoes on your feet. Okay? So, but as far as what we have to do now, we have to step up now, and we have to start creating something for our future generations. Okay, we have to start it right now. And then young black men and women, you have to realize too, everybody wants to be like y'all. These women are getting butt injections and dangerous surgeries to look like you. They want to listen to what young black men, they want to dress like you, they want to talk like you. Okay, if y'all don't realize now that it's y'all's time to go ahead, excuse me, and take over, it's your time. So let's start being mindful of how we dress, what we speak, our thoughts and everything, and let's try to start watching our money. Let's start building wealth out here. Okay? I'm gonna go through this a little bit. you can always build a proper financial foundation, okay? What you want to start with, your challenges, which is even my challenge too, it's everybody's challenges, is to protect your family for life, health, and disability, to reduce your liabilities and get out of debt, because I'm sure some of us hold a little bit of debt, whether it's school loans, whether it's credit cards. We have to watch those credit cards, because all we're doing is giving money back to the people, and it's just constantly enslaving us. You know, it's just unfortunate that we're in the wealthiest country in the world, but so many people have financial problems. So, you know, we have to, the challenges that we deal with, we have to deal with constant change in your job, career, or business. Okay? You're living life without adequate income. We're scraping by, which we don't need to scrape by. So, I want everybody to be mindful. The cost, I want to just show you the cost of later on of just wasting $10 a day. The cost of where you can put it in something to make your money. Because I'm just going to give you a quick history lesson on how banks work. A bank works for every $1 that you give to a bank, they can invest $3. Okay? So with that, what they do is they take your dollar, and I'll get back into, if y'all see that FDIC across the plaque on the desk that y'all see that make y'all feel secure to put y'all's money in the bank. Okay? And the return on that is maybe 0.001%. So what they do is they send your money out to credit cards, they give people loans, 22%, 15%, making money off of you. So what happens is that's an insurance company. It's a federal depository insurance company. Okay? And what I teach people is how to bypass the bank and get the actual money where the bank is actually sending their money and getting 6 to 12% tax-free off of your money, where they're giving you 0.001%. You understand what I'm saying? Because as black people, we really don't know taxes because we don't study money. I study money, and there's billion-dollar companies out here that don't pay any tax. While you're a regular worker, you're paying 35% tax. Half of your money a year. A lot of people, the reason why you live paycheck to paycheck is because you're paying, the government's taking 35% out of your check, plus the 10% everywhere else that you got to spend. So you're getting double tax. So half of your money is leaving a year. So if you make $100,000, you're really only making 50, minus the bills and everything else that you have, and that 50,000 can quickly turn into 4,000 or 5,000. So with that money, we go and waste that money and don't build wealth. But what I do is I teach you how to save $5 to $10 a day to go into a plan which is tax-free that you can get 12% interest. So just to give you a real quick synopsis on what wasting $10 a day could do for you. Okay, even for those that are up in age, or some that are, you know, younger in age right now, start thinking about wealth right now, because let's say you're saving $10 a day, all right? For 30 years, you're going to end up with just under $500,000 cash value just sitting there, just saving $10 a day. We all can work. You have to pay yourself first. We all work an 8 or 10 hour work day. Work that 1 hour for yourself and put that away a day. Okay? Or at the end of the month, you put that into a plan, $100, $200 a month, $300 a month, and let that build. Okay? If you have a young kid, you can do the same thing. And you can do the same thing. Say you're just putting $600 away a month. You're going to have just under $1 million in 30 years. But at the same time, you can actually, by putting, if any of you guys have young kids out here, you can start now and putting $100 and $200 away and have the money tax-free. Tax-free, you can take the money out and pay for your kids' college. This is what the wealthy are doing. I'm around wealthy people all the time, and I'm learning from them. And, you know, just to be honest, I'm around a lot of millionaires, and they watch every dime that they spend. They calculate every dime. Just like me and my wife just came back from Hawaii. We got invited there with the business and what we're doing in the community, and it's just amazing how the rich and how the poor look at money different. You know, we don't look at money as valuable. They look at money as valuable. Before they spend $1, they need to see if it's beneficial to them. We don't do that. we give money to somebody else and they see it more beneficial, and then they go ahead and invest in it and keep building wealth. It's not about the haves and the have-nots. The reason why we have not is because we don't want to get educated on money. We don't want to be educated on finance. And we don't want to apply that knowledge to go ahead and build wealth. So if you need some more information, I mean, I have plenty of information. I can definitely come. I'm only 3 hours away. It's nothing. I got a lot of family here, so it's nothing for me to come back down and sit with you, you know, personally, and we can go over your finances and, you know, especially life insurance. I don't know if y'all have life. We have to have that. We need that too. Life insurance is definitely the key. We have to stop passing down liabilities and pass down some legacies. You know, how many guys you see in the picture on Facebook, they looking good, they got a whole bunch of money in their hand, they got the stack to their ear, but when they die, everybody got to put a GoFundMe on their own Facebook because they ain't want to spend $40 or $50 to go get some life insurance. Now their family's burdened, their kid, they got 4 kids, their kids don't have anything for college, so all we are is just keep passing down poverty. Passing down for what? Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's not about that. You want to wear those Jordans. Jordans don't care nothing about our community. Sure don't. And the rest of them don't either. So, you know, just remember, black people, it takes 6 hours for our dollar to get out of our community. 28 days for the Asian community. 23 days for the Caucasian community. And 17 for the Latino community. We're not building any wealth. 6 hours, that's a shame. We at least need to move it up to a day. At least, you know, we get our money and it's boom, it's gone. The young ladies and the women, they keep going to these Korean shops and Asian shops and always complaining, I'm tired of them, they do this. Why don't y'all get together and create your own shop? Why don't we get together and get our own grocery stores? Why don't we do that? Why are we hating on one another all the time? We're not supporting each other. All these other communities are supporting each other. I'm around them. And it hurts me to my heart that black people, we're not supporting each other like we should. Which we should, because we're going to become extinct. If you're seeing what's going on now, we're running around like chickens with our head cut off. No leadership, no togetherness, and no love. So with that, I got some personal financial survey cards over there to be able to better help me help you if you do need the help, and I can show you how to get tax-free retirement. You won't have that 401k because I know some of y'all have a job and y'all have 401ks and 503b plans and 403b plans. All of that is taxable. I can teach you how to 0% tax. Okay. The key is to know how to beat the tax man as how the wealthy do. So, and which is something that is not illegal, so you don't have to worry about that. It's IRC code, Internal Revenue Code 7702. You build wealth through life insurance. It's a product that you can invest in and won't be no loss. It's been a life changer for me, you know, studying money and being around the wealthy and really learning so they can, you know, help me bring the information back to my communities. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out and accepting me on stage and inviting me here to speak. And God bless you. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, brother. Brother and sister, just a little change right here. We're now going to call up Brother Isaiah of the Israelite Saints of Christ. Let's give him your undivided attention.
All right. Well, that's right. Man, we like to thank everybody for coming out today and having us out here. I've been listening. The key thing is to listen. All these brothers had excellent plans, man, and everything that they've been discussing is very excellent and can benefit the community if we listen and put those plans into action. I mean, we got brothers out here from doing credit, brothers doing haircuts, got economical plans and everything. Just a little history about what we do. A lot of y'all see us on the streets of Richmond, but we're more than on the streets of Richmond. We're on the streets in 18 states and 8 countries. What we do is we tell our people the truth according to the scriptures, as it is written, of course, and a lot of times our people don't like it. Now, to put these plans into action and to put these things into fruition, we need to do more than just talk about it. We have to have actions, and you need to get with these brothers who have these game plans, and let's start doing it, because one thing about our nation, we talk a lot. We talk a lot. We know that everybody have a solution or ideology, but we need to now start doing it to find out whose ideology is going to work. A What system is going to work? So this is working right now. We all came together. Everybody has different schools of thought, so we're not coming to push our premise on you at all. What we came to do out here is to kind of shine a light on the situation and to show our people the way that from the scriptural and scripturally the standpoint of how we believe that and see that we can come together even better. Now, all these folks, excellent ideas, but we need to set and lay down groundworks. Everything that we're doing need to have laws and rules to it. See, this system, man, the so-called white man, what he does over our people is he put things in writing and he puts systems in place. See, we talk about things, but we need to put systems in place. All right? So just to give you a little biblical standpoint of where we're coming from, y'all, because a lot of times you see us on the streets and it looks very hostile, looks abrupt. But what it is we're commanded to be out like that, and we're not afraid of our people. A couple months ago, we walked through Mosley. I talked to the young man personally who was killed. All right? Giving him the warnings, giving him the keys. All right? But at the end of the day, we're the ones out there crying, man. All of us, for mothers, for fathers, for sisters, for brothers. You don't know how many countless people in the community came up to me and said, you know what? Oh, guess what? What y'all was saying would have saved that person's life. All right? Because we behind the grid, man. Let's not make no mistakes about it. No matter what we're talking about, we're still behind the grid. All right? So, from the standpoint scripturally, I'm just going to show y'all something. Give me Deuteronomy 28. And a lot of y'all have heard what we've been speaking about, but what we're really talking about, you have not listened. We're talking about laws. All right, commandments. 28:15.
All right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
See, hearken means listen. We can come out here and give you the keys of everything. See, a lot of times, our people are very funny. When it comes down to doing things for the community or doing things for our people, laziness sets in. But I bet you if I tell you it's a couple thousand people handing out checks over there, everybody will head out and get active. You understand? But when it comes down to helping our brothers and sisters, we ain't doing it. Where's the actions, man? If we all came together, we could buy the bus stops we stand in front of. You understand? We could buy the grocery stores. The plan is in place. We need to go on and buy your land and set up our own farms there. Buy the land. We got a mother out here who's just talking about real estate. She dropped some knowledge on everybody, but is anybody really listening? People can hear. We on a mic, we got speakers, but can you really hear? Can you really hearken? Well, the problem is, the reason why we're not like that is because we all underneath different ideologies. Number one, how could you come together and we all underneath different ideologies, man? We got to come together as a family and promote what our family is about, which we need to have some type of rules and regulations and guidelines for the family. This is what we're saying where the scriptures come back at. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So you didn't know the Bible's not a religious book. For all you cronies out here who believe that the Bible's a religious book, it's not religious. The Bible's not a religious book. It's a book for our nation with rules and regulations, man, that has to govern our nation. Our nation can't be governed by other rules, man. We got too many rebellious people. We got too many self-willed people. So it needs stiff rules to govern the nation. Well, whether you like it or not, we still losing, my man.
Read. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
See, newsflash, the most prideful statement that I ever heard a man say is that we're not underneath curses. Well, Mr. Black man, Mr. Black woman, if you're not under curses, how come the face on the money is not yours? That's number one. How come we have to have an economical system within another man's system? How come we're a nation living in another person's nation? We're a nation within a nation. Makes no sense. You have nothing of your heritage. You go back to Africa, my man. You go back to principles and things like that. You start finding out, let me dig further like we did. We just didn't read the Bible and take it for square value. We did historical research on this stuff. All right? But you don't believe that. And yet we're still out here as a nation that's getting killed by the police. We're still out here who constantly marching. What marching did for you, my man? What marching doing for our people? Where's the Chinese man marching? You understand? But at the end of the day, you have to understand something. And we're not here to go into any deep breakdowns or nothing like that, because this is family day, right? If we're family, I should be able to talk to you as family. That's what we're supposed to do. We talk to each other as family. Let's be real. We behind the grid. If we're behind the grid, it's because, man, we have folks and we're out of order. We're out of order as a nation. So what they're doing today, I commend it. Brothers is coming together saying, look, man, it's about the family. Let's put every differences aside right now. You have a school of thought, you have a school of thought, everybody have a school of thought, and we all lose it. It don't make sense. So in order to make sense, we have to sit down, the leaders, the people with the ideas, have to sit down and discuss, well, we're going to try your way. And if we see your way has been tried before, you got to take a back seat. Because we tried everything, man. You got brothers up here who've been in all schools of thought. We tried everything and it ain't working. If it ain't working, you can't keep doing it the same way. You got to change. So what these brothers are doing is putting this together, bringing people together, saying, look, okay, family, we're going to help you. We're going to stand behind you. And we got to, but in order for us to do this, we need a system in place that governs and dictates social integrity, man. We need honesty, right? In order for me to trust that I can go to your field and buy these crops, these luscious goods for survival, I got to trust you. That's what we're lacking in the community, trust. All right? So we were supposed to hearken to righteous laws and commandments. That went away. Give me 68. So 4,000 years ago, roughly, you look at the Bible as a religious book. We looking at it as historical data and prophecy of what came to pass. How did we get here to the Americas from Africa, from the western banks of that social civilization on the western banks of Africa? Because newsflash, western banks of Africa, Roman occupation. That's all you're saying. How did we get here? Ships, right? Cargo slave ships, right? Okay. 68, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So we got to write down different things to show you and highlight you, because some people get very confused when we're reading out of the scriptures and start leading to their own understanding. So when you start doing that, you miss the whole point. Take a back seat, fall back. Read again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Egypt means the house of bondage, brothers. The very people that's over there on that continent right now, over there in that land of Egypt, is not even the Egyptians. Come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Come on.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you should be sold into your enemy.
That's facts. Nobody can deny that. We got sold to our enemies from being put on those ships. But you don't understand biblical prophecy. You understand curses that we underneath. When you read through here, this is what we want y'all to do. Visit our website, IsraeliteSaintsOfChrist.org. Inbox some messages. We're supposed to be family. You're supposed to open up a discussion. You understand? Inbox some messages. Start talking about some things. Open up a dialogue. That's the only way you can build with somebody. You can't build with somebody by closing it out. Read again.
And ye should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So these curses is upon us now, family, and now the only way we can get out of it, if we return back to understanding the very premises of why these curses and things is upon our nation. Why do we have to have this type of event? Why? Why couldn't it be elevated? Why couldn't it be, I trust that brother right there. He said he got a better way. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to do what he's saying. He got property. He's talking about the foods. I got him. He's showing you how to exist and fix this economically. I got him. want to promote his idea. He got a land. He want land. I'm promoting him. Instead, we hate on each other. Instead, we look at each other as niggas, man. And that's where we fail. So the message today, man, if anything, we came together today, nobody arguing, right? Nobody arguing. Everybody coming together as a family right now to promote the highest idea that's going to work, man. I'm trying to get with these brothers to go ahead on and say, let's look at all our options. Let's look at all our options. And we're going to make this thing happen and underneath righteous principles, man. All right? So, we Israelite Saints of Christ, man, you see us on the streets every weekend, you know, various parts of Richmond. We deep in the communities, man. And we ain't scared of our people. We ain't scared of our people, man. We walk through Mosby, Jackson Ward. We've been through there. A lot of y'all see familiar faces. So we ain't afraid of our people. You understand? Because I see you as a brother, man. I see these as my little sisters. So if I do that, then that builds up a level of trust to where we can start communicating like human beings, man. You understand? Like family. All right? Last scripture I got to pull for you, man. Hebrews 2. Yep. I heard a sister say she's a Hebrew. 2 and 1.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 2, and verse 1. Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip.
It's high time to wake out of sleep, y'all. We only giving you a tidbit. Go research. Do your research, man. Search up that thing. Search up why we went into slavery. Search up. Keep digging. Keep digging on your heritage, all right? And you'll find out what we found out, that so-called blacks and Hispanics, whose fathers of Negroid and Indian descent, you're the biblical Israelites who went into slavery, man, because we didn't keep our laws, statutes, and commandments, all right? With that, we say shalom, family. Shalom.
Give it up for the brothers of Israelite Saints of Christ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Strong message, and that is the definite truth. The definite truth. So look, we're going to have another raffle. Then we're going to have another speaker come up. Look,